So to give me something for my weed in, light it up, let it rise like a genie. Think she need me. Don't be afraid, know just what you better than. She went and popped, so and left no evidence. And her letter man, psycho, she ever been. Feeling up the air tonight. She calling, she feeling in the air tonight. She pulling on my chain at the crib tonight. Call me Superman, she my crib tonight.
There's no sign Alright, so we are back. Workout, score, I don't know, 6 out of 10. Just like my body, I woke up this morning, I was like, this is not going to be the best session ever. Like, I'm not going to take a rest day because that's just fucking long and depressing. But my body, I just woke up and my neck was just like, I'm obviously slept on it, strange. Because I can't really turn my neck right now. Left is fine, right is... Yeah, so that obviously limited me. I think as soon as you have any type of niggly issue or whatever, like pre-workout just doesn't hit you and you can't push as hard, I'm guessing because it's probably your central nervous system and your brain is telling you like don't push as hard because you're injured. So yeah, not the best workout I've ever had. Yeah, it's annoying because I like you can see from the videos before, I was gunning for this. I was so gassed for this workout, so gassed. And just one of them, you know, not every workout is going to be 10 out of 10, and this one was definitely not fucking 10 out of 10. I'm still working with understanding how to set up the volume for my upper lower rest, because I'm theoretically now hitting everything 3 times a week. Because if you didn't know, for naturals, whenever you work out, you basically put your body into a hypertrophy state for, let's say, 24 to 48 hours on that specific like kind of muscle group. So the most beneficial for you is within like every 24 to 48 hours is to be hitting that muscle again, you know, so that it's constantly in a hypertrophy state rather than a atrophy state and atrophy state, you know. So the most optimal workout is full body every other day. So FBOED, if you've never, like, you would have probably seen that on Instagram. Full body every other day is the most efficient for muscle building. But obviously the workout's going to take ages, and also you have to take a rest day every 2 days. Was the most depressing thing I've ever done in my life. So I'm not going to be doing that. The next best is then upper lower rest. So you can still hitting it 3 times a week. But it's just like rest day every 3 days instead. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm still trying to manage how much volume my body can take, and the first 2 weeks I've done too much volume. That's why I'm feeling a bit crap. And I was doing too heavy. Like, I just came out of a bulk, out of a cut into a bulk, so I've obviously got so much more energy. So I was like, oh, let's just fucking send every single sesh, go to complete failure every single sesh. That's kind of caught up to me right now. So definitely dialing back the volume. And then from there, it's your more conventional PPL upper lower, PPL, Arnold, upper lower, them type of splits where you're hitting everything twice a week. That's then the next optimal. What for most people that haven't got the time to do upper lower rest or full body every day, because the workouts are quite long, they are then the next optimal, and that is what I recommend for 90% of people, unless you have, you know, 2 hours every morning to get a full body or upper session done. That's going to be the next optimal. And then you got the least optimal, what is, you know, chest days, back days, pull days, no, not pull days, sorry, bicep, arm days, shoulder days, leg days. Yeah, okay, leg days is still kind of lower, but you know what I'm talking about, like the bro split. If you're still doing the bro split in 2026, I've said this like 40 times, you are a fucking idiot and you're not going to get any gains. And the only people that still do bro split are like old men, or not even old men, but you know, like people above the age of 30, and then newbies. And they're like, oh, everyone's on gear. No, you're just doing fucking chest days on its own, and you're hitting 5 exercises of a chest every single workout, and then you're hitting it once a week, and your volume's only once a week. Yeah, that's why you make no fucking gains, mate. So, yeah, that is what I'm figuring out right now. I'm figuring out how to set up my upper lower rest. And for anyone on my app who's waiting for this split, this is why it's taken so long, because I'm still personally figuring this out. I'm never going to put a workout or a split onto my app that I haven't done myself and ran it through myself, you know. Yes, I've done a running split that I don't personally do, but I know the upper workouts, I know the posterior workouts. I've done them before and they are fine. They're not too strenuous on the CNS or the body. Whereas this really is, so that's why I'm taking my time on it. Anyway, rant over, not the best workout. Now I'm going to go get home. I'm going to have a big carb meal, because carb meal, look, your body, C-Bum said this so well as well, your body is in a high cortisol stress state right now. I've just worked out, my body is fucking stressed. The easiest way for you to then move into a relaxation and a recovery state is by having a massive insulin spike, because insulin and cortisol are seesaws. Only one can be elevated at one point. So the biggest aim for you is get home, have a massive carb meal. Your body is most sensitive to it, and this is also where like your body is screaming for carbs to replenish the muscle glycogen. This is the most important time for you to get your carbs in the day, is post-workout. Not only for, you know, muscle glycogen replenishment, but like I just said, taking your body out of a stress state into a relaxation state where you can start to actually build and recover. So first thing, I'm going to go home, cream of rice, oats, whey protein. Get that shit down straight away before I have any type of fats. That is the key, yeah? That is the key, okay. So I'm going to get going. There was just 4 lifts, so I thought I'd just talk. But I hope everyone is well, and I'm going to show you guys some of my fits. I've got some more YoungLA stuff turning up today, so fits coming this week. Alright, we are here. Like I just said, post-workout recovery, or your post-workout protocol, is probably the most important thing for you to get the most out of your workout, you know, regarding nutrition, let's say. Your body is extremely sensitive to carbs in this, you know, next hour to 2 hour window. But the earlier you can get your carbs in, the better. And it's not just carbs, it is carbs and protein, but you need carbs. Like most people would say, I'm just gonna have a protein shake with a bit of milk. That's a bit of fat and a bit of protein. Where the fuck's your carbs coming from? And no, also blending oats isn't really going to get you where you need to be. Oats need to be either, you know, broken down in Greek yogurt, with like the enzymes and stuff, or cooked like in the microwave with hot water or something like that. Just blending down oats like this is not going to do a lot for you, because your body just doesn't really digest it as well if they're not cooked. Whereas what I'm going to be having is cooked, you know, cream of rice with oats, because I like the texture having both. I just don't like cream of rice on its own. I'm also having that with some whey protein. I have vanilla, and then I put banana on top, as well as some cinnamon, and then some salt and some honey. No fats whatsoever, really. I think it's got like 4 grams of fat in this whole bowl. I'll show you how I make it though. So straight away, get some boiled water. Got some boiled water, hopefully around 400. Ooh, 380, a little bit more. There you go. So around 400, so I've got 420 ml of boiled water. I'm then going to put in around 50 grams. Stabilize. 50 grams of cream of rice, plus 50 grams of oats. Bosh. So 4-to-1 ratio of them. So if you're having, you know, just cream of rice, then you do 100 ml or 100 grams of cream of rice with 400 ml of water. So yeah, 4-to-1 ratio. I do 50-50 split because I just prefer the texture of it this way. Give it a nice little mix before lobbing it into the microwave. Or you can boil it on the pan as well. That's what I do when I'm in London. Should mix fairly well. Do not put in the protein yet. If you microwave protein, it basically breaks it down again, so it doesn't really do anything, and it also tastes terrible. Bosh, lob this in the microwave for about 1.5 minutes. So lob that, get that out of the microwave, and then I'm having vanilla cheesecake whey. I'm having about 45 grams of this. Just for the flavour. Shit. There, 48 grams of that. Mix that in. And most of the time I am doing this in like I think it's called a Pyrex bowl, but just a massive mixing bowl. It's just so much easier just to get this all done. Absolutely bosh. So that's done there. Then a rank-your banana, lob this in. Give it that little mix about. Good look, bananas are just carbs at the end of the day as well. Lob a bit of honey on top. Not a lot because it's already so sweet. Then I'm also having some Ceylon cinnamon, what is basically much better than the store-bought cinnamon, because store-bought cinnamon is a different type of cinnamon, and your body can't take too much of it before it starts to like panic, and it's actually quite bad for you. And then some salt on top as well, quite a lot, because it's so sweet. You do want the saltiness to balance it out, so I do put a lot of salt on this. There you go. Perfect. And this is what the bowl is looking like. Yeah, so this is my bowl. This is the bowl. The reason that I put cinnamon in here is cinnamon blunts the amplitude of the cortisol. No, sorry. Cinnamon blunts how your insulin response is like released into your bloodstream. You're still getting a massive insulin spike, but it's a bit more, you know, a bit more up and then stable rather than up and down, crash. So insulin kind of blunts that, similar to how like a workout would be. So if you're having like a really carb heavy meal, let's say a big yogurt bowl or something later on in the day and you haven't actually worked out, that's when cinnamon's going to be your best friend. I don't really need cinnamon here because my body's going to be so sensitive to the insulin, but I still have it anyway just because why not? I don't mind the flavour of it. And this is, I'll put the macros for this up right here. These are the macros, and this is, yeah, my first meal after my pre-workout meal and after my workout, and it's probably the most important meal of your day. So that's the explanation. And now for the new drop. I need to pick 2 pieces up of this because, like I said, I am not going to promote shite. I'm not going to promote things that I'd never personally wear. So I actually only picked up 2 things because these are 2 things that I would personally wear. You've probably seen it if you're a fan of YoungLA or you follow anyone in USA or any other YoungLA athletes. You've probably already seen this because I was quite late to order. But Batman Dark Knight trilogy compression model, all black, size medium. Never tried a compression on from YoungLA, so I don't know how it's going to fit. It might fit really badly. The Dark Knight, I love Batman, the Dark Knight. I'm low-key probably a snake though, and I think the Robert Pattinson Batman's are better. It's just better, more eerie. But all black. So it's not too loud. I don't like the loud one. They're also doing a purple giveaway. Or no, it's like an exclusive purple. What? You have to be part of the app. This is this. I don't know how this is going to fit. I don't know if this is going to look cool or not. Obviously, these are so hyped. They sold out very quickly. So if you're a fan of compressions, then try and pick it up. I'll put this on now. I don't wear compressions, so I don't know how it's going to fit. What are we saying? What are we saying? Do we like this? Gang, do we like this? Sorry if one itchy ass. Do we like this? New drop, unreleased, 27th of August. Batman, all black. What are we saying? Compression. I like it. Gotta say I like it. Is it boosting my ego? Yes. Do I like it? Yes. Will I wear it in public? No. Will I wear it in the gym? Yes. So, I've never worn a compression to the gym, so this is going to be to be confirmed. Let's see how I look with a pump, because right now I'm not pumped, being back from the gym for about 2.5 hours now. This is sick. We've also got 3/4 length trackies that I'm going to show you now as well. But yeah, compression. Wow. Compression, I like. Alright. I like. Alright, I like these. These are, I'm gonna have to put you down here just so you guys can see. So, these are the new drop again, 27th of August. These are the extra long cargo, well, the extra long joggers, I think they're called. Don't know. But what are we saying? To me, these are sick. These are very in, these are very baggy. These are sick, man. Right now, I look like a bit of twat because I ain't got any shoes on, but these are sick. These, like, I'm very gassed. I love 3/4 stuff. Very sick, very happy. 27th of August, lads. These are out, but shit, that's dangerous. What are we saying? I'm liking these. Yeah. This is in stock on site, I think. Most of the things are pretty much in stock, except from the Storm, except from the Dark Wave vest, as well as the cropped neck jumper. I think that's out of stock. But apart from that, everything's in stock. And this is a sick drop. I'm gassed. These 3/4, bit of me. Shame that it's just as summer comes to the end, but you know what? It's still pretty hot, so these are going to be a lifesaver. But I'm also just going to generally wear these all the time. Just around, like, probably see me strutting around London at these. I like these. But yeah, that's everything I've got. So that is everything I've got from YoungLA. I've got a new package coming, I think, next Tuesday. What is the Revenge trackies with the YoungLA down the right leg. They're a piece that I've wanted literally for like over a year. Like, I'm not even taking the piss. They just came in stock. They did the drop and then they never brought them back in stock. So they're coming back in. So I've picked up them finally. Then I've also got some more gold stuff, but it's with this on the back with a small little gold sign here. They came back in stock. I picked up that in a grey and black. More oversized tees, pump covers. And then I also picked up a crop varsity t-shirt in white. What is very cool as well. I feel like that with grey is going to be perfect. I don't really like black and grey, but grey and white is sick. So that's probably going to be like a fit that I'm going to be rocking quite a lot. But that comes next Tuesday, so that'll be in another video. You'll probably see that on Instagram, but that's the haul. So hope you guys have enjoyed. Use my code GEO if you want to pick any of these pieces up. But yeah, it's been a successful haul, lads.